Aloha, welcome back to another, I would say episode, this segment of our social media, digital marketing, career opportunity walkthrough. If you are unfamiliar, we do offer a bonus where I personally go through and handpick the ripest fruit and opportunities in terms of these type of careers that are out here. That way you're not wasting your time because as you can see up top, in the Denver, Colorado area, which is where we'll be focusing on today, there are over 16,000 opportunities in Denver, Colorado. So you don't want to be obviously going through and pursuing opportunities that may not be worth your time. And because I have years of experience, I can definitely read through a lot of lines, see the nuance in the communication, like in these job listings, and then give you a really good working capital on what type of opportunity would actually be beneficial for you, as well as how to negotiate things into your favor. So let me go ahead and dive right in as we always do. I just kind of wanted to point out because I had skipped over this part in previous videos, but as you can see here, a lot of these opportunities are being promoted, and so that means that these employers are actually paying LinkedIn to get this at the top of the feed, so that way more people see it. That way they have the ability to obviously draw more attention, and it's also being promoted across the entire LinkedIn platform. So either like a banner up front, or like a square to the side, you'll kind of notice things like that, as well as like you'll get inboxes like in your InMail if you ever get that, if you have a LinkedIn profile. Again, if you don't have a LinkedIn profile or you're not on LinkedIn, we also do offer a bonus to where we can get you up and running and get your profile optimized so you have prime opportunities coming your way. So let me go ahead and dive right in again. So this is let's see here, Inglewood. I say Inglewood, California. It's making me think about Inglewood, California. Inglewood, Colorado, paid digital marketing lead for Boost Mobile. It's the manager of digital marketing, professional case management, Denver, Colorado. It's on site. 92.5K per year plus medical, vision, dental, 401k, and additional benefits. So that's a cool opportunity. Very well paid, handsomely paid, I will say. Digital media marketing manager for Clear Choice Dental Implant Centers. Digital strategist marketing technologies in Denver, Colorado. Also listing their benefits there. Let's see, social media analyst. Ooh, Appcast Inc. This is a hybrid position. That's kind of cool. So for those of you who are looking for, and right here, this is a remote. So remote and hybrid are very much the norm, especially in this industry. So you definitely do not have to shy away if you are thinking you just really don't want to have to deal with traffic, driving, parking, the whole gamut of like the old school way of how people have been thought they had to get work done. Again, but it ties back into your skill set and your value that you are to the marketplace. So everyone's not going to have this type of ability to essentially write your own check. And I don't just mean money wise, I mean time wise, which is our greatest asset that we don't get back. So you being able to have a remote position obviously would save you so much more than whatever money amount that they would be paying you, because we all know what goes into the whole driving process of commuting. So I just wanted to point that out. Let's see here, director of business development. That's also a hybrid opportunity. Senior digital marketing manager, account executive digital marketing. It's also another remote position. Digital marketing content writer and marketing. Let's see here, EverCommerce, so senior digital marketing manager. This is a remote one as well. Digital video marketing manager, remote. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's a remote digital video. I kind of like these three. This digital content writer, this EverCom, this make me think of ecom. This EverCom here is making me think of ecom, so something in the e-commerce space. And then this digital video marketing manager that's remote. I'm going to click on this one. This one sounds really interesting. Kind of curious what they have to say here. So for Kayak, Denver, Colorado, it's remote. 21 hours ago, they've had 27 applicants. Let's see here, full-time, mid-senior level, 1,000 to 5,000 employees. It's an internet publishing. Sorry, I thought Kayak. Okay, the company Kayak. That's what I was thinking. Kayak, part of Booking Holdings, is the world's leading travel search engine. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, Kayak. I was like, wasn't sure that was the right kayak I was thinking about. Okay. With billions of queries across our platforms, we help people find their perfect flight stay, rental car, cruise, or vacation package. We're also transforming the in-travel experience with our app and a new accommodation software. Okay, so for more information, you can visit our website. As an employee of Kayak, you will be a part of a global network that includes OpenTable and Kayak's portfolio of meta search brands, including Swoodoo, Checkflix, Mamondo, Cheap Flights, Mundi, Hotel. See, I don't even know these brands, but okay. So you're going to be working with some pretty big other industries within their art, other parts within their portfolio. So cool. You're definitely going to be in the in crowd in terms of the hospitality travel space. So for all my hospitality travel enthusiasts out there, this is a prime opportunity for you to really get into a great company and really thrive. Many employees are dedicated to one brand, but we all have the benefit of using each other's strengths and insights. Okay, that's what I was thinking too. Big on team building because if they have so much conjoined across their portfolio. I guarantee you there's always going to be communications and overlaps with amongst the team members and different projects. So I was going to say definitely being a super rock star communicator as well as someone who thrives with team building and understands company culture and can definitely be worked into their company culture fold, if you will. It's going to be highly valuable to them. Together, we're able to help people experience the world through dining and travel. Okay, there you have it. Hot black kayak. Kayak is seeking a oops, kayak. Oh, my highlighter. Kayak is seeking a digital video marketing manager to oversee investment and execution of digital video within North America, with a large focus on YouTube. Yay! Totally where our creative agency likes to live. If you don't know, because because I don't know if I ever introduced myself on the other videos, of course, but I own a creative content production agency, and that's what was the fuel behind all of this because there was so much opportunity out here, and there just wasn't enough skilled individuals to fill the positions. But this is like right where my heart is. So digital video with large focusing on YouTube is really where we've been living these days and have been thriving and loving it because it's just, I don't know, it's just my favorite platform, YouTube across the board. The other channels are cool, but YouTube is really, really where I love to live. So that's awesome. So if you are also a fellow YouTube lover and enthusiast, if you binge watch YouTube channels and you watch YouTube more than anything, it's going to be right up your alley, especially if you love video and digital video marketing. This role will work within the global in-house performance marketing organization, but will also be accountable to the North American brand team. Okay, so you're going to be bridging the gap between the marketing performance and then the branding. So they want to ensure that obviously the videos are effective and they're on brand. So that makes total sense. The ideal candidate is a self-starter. You being here right now, just you're already over way ahead of the game. Uh, Data obsessed. If you're not, we can get you there because we are all about diving into the details, and data is a super important part of the skill set. So you're definitely going to be data obsessed if you're not already after you finished your program. A close follower of digital trends. Again, if you're on social media already, which you most likely are, the fact that you're watching this video right now and you're still here, what am I rambling at 8 minutes now? You definitely are a close follower of digital trends. And if you don't know, now you know. You probably just weren't looking at it from that perspective, but you are definitely on the up and up with that. With an eye for detail, as well as possessing a tight knit collaboration skill. See, there you go. I said it before. I was like, yeah, they're definitely going to value someone who understands the importance of teamwork and team collaboration. So, in this role, you will lead all aspects of and run video marketing activities and campaigns across the United States and Canada, predominantly on YouTube via Google Ads, but potentially on more platforms as well. Okay, so definitely going to be kind of taking the lead when it comes to videos, branding, as well as the performance of the assets. I don't really want to read this whole thing because this video will be way too long, and you guys can come back and pause this here if you'd like to read it. Let's get down to the benefits are listing here as well. Note for Connecticut residents. Okay, if only if you're applying from Connecticut, this would be something that would pertain to you. Remote work is allowed. Let's see if they have any company photos because I like when they have that. That's kind of cool. We go over the benefits. Okay, so let's get to apply. So 3+ years of hands-on experience in media buying via Google Ads, ideally with YouTube being a substantial part, either from an agency or in-house team. Okay, this right here, 3 years, ladies. Again, you do not have to be intimidated by that. We have an extensive YouTube and Google Ads paid ads segment within our program because that has been my bread and butter. I've just been obsessed with YouTube and Google Ads for years. Facebook, of course, is always going to be around, so we have that as well. But YouTube is definitely going to be a huge part of the lucrative pie. Again, ladies, 3+ years of hands-on experience in media buying. How I was saying before, I have been obsessed with YouTube and Google Ads for years now. Facebook was where I started, but Google. Well, no, I take that back. Google was where I started with like the SEO copywriting. That didn't translate to ads until after Facebook kind of came along because Facebook was kind of like the end thing for a while. So you will have extensive knowledge and competency and confidence because again, I don't just tell you something. I'm giving you and equipping you with the confidence to be able to go out here and dominate. When I say dominate, I mean bending stuff to that's benefiting you, not domineering or being dominant over other people. I'm talking about being domineering and dominating your own life, having more control over your life, having more control over what you want to do with your time, your finances, how you're able to be present with your family, all the things that matter to you. And so, again, having this experience with Google Ads and YouTube, I'm actually really excited to teach this because this is like my favorite thing to teach because it's so fun to be able to. It's kind of like you are responsible for like putting a commercial up and then you see the commercial on TV. It's kind of like that because YouTube is essentially kind of like a little commercial. It just goes to everybody's phone or everyone's computer. So it's really fun. Let's see, strong project management skills, attention to detail, extreme organization, and communication skills. Again, you're a woman, especially if you're a mom, because I have a lot of moms in our programs, a lot of moms that kind of typically have been drawn to us, but women in general for the most part. These right here are a walk in the park, so I don't even really need to go into that. Capable of working within tight guidelines. If you've ever had to get up in the morning and get your toddler ready to get out for the day for a play date, if you are, back to school, or if you just have errands to run. Yeah, you already know what it is with tight deadlines. Adjusting to changes in priorities and balancing short-term needs with long-term central initiatives. I don't really need to even talk about that. Again, it goes back to you having these soft skills. And when I say soft skills, I feel like soft skills is kind of getting a bad rap. I've heard people like speak down about soft skills. I don't just mean soft skills just like in terms of like being a certified emotionally intelligent coach or something. And that's important. So I'm not downplaying that at all. But it's a lot of nuance and stuff like this, like strong project management skills, attention to detail, extreme organization, communication skills. Communication skills is so underrated. I don't care if you could be the top tier media buyer, top tier manager, or whatever it is that you do. If you can't effectively communicate and people don't want to even talk to you or be around you, or you're sloppy, or people just don't like the vibe you give off, or you don't know how to uplift a person or speak life into a situation, or you don't know how to turn something around. If you see, like the Titanic, you see like we're about to hit the iceberg and you can't turn it around by your words and get people on one accord to turn the ship to where it needs to go so we all don't drown. That's important. That's a soft skill, and that type of stuff that I'm talking about. So when I say soft skills, I mean soft skills that are grounded in stuff that is actually really kind of bending or in charge of like the entire project. 'Cause again, because you can't communicate effectively amongst your team or even to yourself, really, to your manager or client, you're not going to go anywhere. Um, let's see, natural collaboration and bridge building skills. So, experience working with individuals in varying fields, creative production, finance, legal, etc. So, again, team management, team building, working together within the spirit of harmony, coming together and understanding the power of a team and valuing that, and going back into just being able to be, not to just like to assimilate per se, but just being like a part of a unit and wanting to be there and wanting to see everyone succeed. And I think we've all been there where you've been part of projects or teams or work environments that have just been not so great. I don't want to just say toxic because that word's kind of get thrown around a lot, but it just didn't feel good. It wasn't a good fit. It wasn't aligned. Nobody really felt good. And you could feel the energy. You felt the vibe. Nobody was excited. Nobody was happy. Production was at an all-time low, I guarantee you. Nobody was really getting anywhere. People were things were probably at a standstill. Everyone was just in a bad mood. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. These type of opportunities are ways not only for you to just make more money and have like a cool work life balance, like you can work remote or work, yeah, because this is remote, even if it were in person or hybrid, you have the ability to work around some dope, amazing people that are actually enlivened and living and actually want to see everybody succeed in life. Like that's a whole benefit just right there, especially if you've come from a background of just working around so much just blah type activity, I guess, if you will. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't even want to speak that into existence. We're keeping it high vibes and positive over here. But we've all been there. So if we don't know the low, then we can't know the high. So I never deny it because, like, how do we know? How do we know that we're overcomers if we never have anything to overcome, right? So, again, experience with PPC, pay-per-click display, and video 360 channels is a plus, but not required, which you will be well versed in after we're completed with our course, because I'm all about diving into PPC and video stuff. So you're definitely going to be able to wow them over with that. Ability to work with both strategic and tactical levels, a hands-on teammate. Again, this teammate being able to be that is a priority because I keep saying it over and over again. Highly analytical approach for analysis and reporting, as well as understanding of attribution models, extensive experience in managing digital campaigns, optimized towards either or multiple of the following: ROAS, return on ad spend, CPA, cost per acquisition, reach, CPM, CPV, CTRs, click through rate, percentage. Okay, all these words. I feel like I have a vocabulary and a list breakdown, so you know exactly what these mean. So don't be intimidated if you don't know what they mean right now. Just giving you an overview here. But again, all this right here is going to be a complete cakewalk for the right individual. And then, of course, these benefits down here are freaking amazing. Free massages from a professional massage therapist. Hello, winning in life, universal paid parental leave. Hey, moms out there, moms and dads out there. Yeah, this is a totally amazing space for you to work with some amazing people, like minded people who want to win in life, thrive, create amazing digital video assets for the world. And how they said here, together, we're able to help people experience the world through dining and travel. And if you're in the travel industry, dining experience, industry, or because you are a consumer of either of those industries, you are definitely well versed and equipped to be on the other end and actually being paid for that and being with a really great team or a really great company, I could say. So I will leave this one here. This is a little bit long because I got a little bit rambly, my little philosophical self, as you probably have come to know and find. If you haven't, welcome. You'll get to know me. I just tend to go off on these little philosophical tangents from time to time. But yes, if you are interested in learning more about earning how to get a lucrative and in-demand career in the social media digital marketing space, we encourage you to join our 4-part complimentary video series, and it'll walk you through exactly how that process works and what it looks like in real time and how it could benefit you. Go ahead and click the link in our bio or in the description box below, and it's also online. The official website is socialmediamavenacademy.com, and we will see you all very, very soon.